Hi, my name is Olivia Smith. I have been coming to Waymaker since the fall of 2022. When I started coming to Waymaker with my husband and our two young kids, we have been pretty much out of church for the last 3 years after having our daughter in December of 2019 and then through the pandemic and trying to figure out where we wanted to be. So we started coming here and I was in a very bad headspace. I had been through a lot of postpartum anxiety and depression over the last 3.5 years, and that led me to a place of really questioning God and doubting God and being really, really angry with God. I wanted to want to follow Jesus, but I just couldn't. I had so many walls up around my heart. I had given up praying pretty much altogether throughout my postpartum journey. I just felt like I prayed constantly and asked God for help so many times, and I felt really abandoned. There was such a hardness and distance in my heart that I most days couldn't even pick up my Bible. So I saw that the sisterhood was beginning. They were going to be studying, praying through the Psalms. And that kind of felt like a sign because prayer was my big hinge point. I decided to sign up. I walked in and knew no one and sat down at this table of seemingly random women, which ended up to be such a God thing. Each week we would go through a different topic in the Psalms and how to pray through that. For the first couple of weeks, I was still personally really struggling, and so it was hard for me to come into that space and really glean something from it. But when I started the first week, I thought to myself, I can't fluff this. I'm done pretending that I have it together, anything like that. It's I just have to put it all out there. This is where I'm at, and it's not good. And I want to be in a better place, and I don't know how to get there. So the women at my table were really, really encouraging. And one of the other women at my table encouraged me to share with the whole group. I was pretty nervous, but it really felt like that was the Holy Spirit, using her to encourage me to speak. So I just shared my whole spiel of everything. It was probably the most influential, aside from coming to Christ, spiritual moment I've ever had. Going into this group, I think I had it in my head that it would take months, even years, to get to a place of deep, authentic relationship with other people before any real life change could happen. I was willing to go deep, but I didn't expect anything to come of that. It was still I knew these people, but I didn't really know them, It really shocked me for them to show such support and kindness to me, and also for me to experience such life change from it. I didn't know a lot about spiritual healing before, but I really believe that I was healed that day. It just shifted everything. And there are still really hard days, but I think my undercurrent now is a lot more hopeful and excited to learn from God and be in community, and it has really changed my life.